Oh.
Come on, Mossop, I know you're in there.
No, you made a mistake there, Marjorie. No, I'm not Mossop, I'm not. No, Bush is what I am. Yes, just an ordinary bush going about its ordinary, everyday business.
You can't fool me, Mossop. I know for a fact that bushes don't move, and they certainly don't talk.
No, that's true, that is. I almost fooled you, though, didn't I?
Almost, but not quite. Now, this might seem like a silly question, but why are you pretending to be a bush?
Oh, not a silly question at all, that isn't, Marjorie. Not a silly question at all. And the answer's a very simple one. I am dressed up as a bush so I can demonstrate the art of disguise for Tiddler's benefit. Tiddler, you can come out now. Tiddler? Tiddler? Tiddler! Oh!
Hello, Marjorie.
Tiddler!
Wasn't that a clever disguise?
Yes, it was.
If I keep practicing and watching Mossop, I'll soon be as good at disguise as he is.
Almost as good, Tiddler. There's not many Riddlers as good at disguise as what I am, though I do say so myself. I'm a master of disguise, I am. You won't believe your eyes. I can look just like a bird or a jar of jam. I'm a master of disguise. People often wonder how I manage to look so much like a cow. They scratch their heads and have to admit I'm very, very good at it. I'm a master of disguise, I am. I can be anything I choose. I can look like a book or a washing machine, a tree or a pair of shoes. Ha-ha!
Can you really disguise yourself as all those things, Mossop? A washing machine? And a pair of shoes?
Well, some disguises are more difficult than others, Marjorie. It just depends what you're wearing.
What are you doing with all those clothes and things, Marjorie?
Oh, the local school is having a jumble sale next week, so I'm sorting out some things to give it.
Do you mean to say you're going to give this stuff away?
Well, some of it, yes. I don't wear these things anymore, so they may as well go off to the jumble sale.
But, Marjorie, you should never give anything away. You never know when it might come in useful. Get rid of something, you'll want it 2 minutes later, I always say.
Well, I'm pretty sure I won't want any of these things, and they wouldn't be any use to you two, would they?
Ah, now that's where you're wrong, Marjorie. Use to us, they would be.
But they wouldn't fit you. They'd be much too big for you.
No. Disguise, Marjorie. Disguise. Tiddler here has got to learn the art of disguise if she's ever going to be a proper Riddler. And with these clothes, she could disguise herself as all sorts of interesting things.
Is that right, Tiddler?
Well, yes.
Well, very well. Take what you want.
Thank you. Shall I do a bit of disguising now, Mossop?
Oh, yes, why not? Go on, take some clothes now and go off and disguise yourself.
Here you are.
Great. Now, don't be long. Great. Now then, Marjorie, you and I, we've got to turn our backs, right, and shut our eyes
Yes,
so we
of
can't see what
course.
she's disguising herself as. Okay.
This is fun, isn't it?
Eh?
Do you think we can turn round now?
I think she must be ready. Right, go. Oh, now that's what I call a disguise. Oh, do? Even changed her voice she has. That's brilliant, that is. Couldn't have done better myself.
That's not Tiddler.
Ah, it may not look like Tiddler, Marjorie, but that's because she's wearing a disguise, you see. Don't forget, she's been taught by the best disguiser of the lot, me. Nice garden you got here, missus.
You're not Tiddler, are you?
Yeah, of course I am. I told you, Marjorie. That's Tiddler, that is, I said, and I was right. Tiddler is who it is, all right. Oh, that's wonderful, Tiddler. What is? Why, that there disguise, of course. Disguise? Well, what's one of them when it's at home? Is he potty or what? Now, look here, Tiddler. A joke's a joke, but... Tiddler!
Oh, Mossop, you're not supposed to be able to tell who I am. I'm in disguise. Who's this?
I'm Tiddler. Who are you?
Tiddler.
Huh?
Of course. All young Riddlers are called Tiddler, aren't they?
Eh? Oh, yes, that's right, that is, Marjorie, yes. A Riddler only gets his proper name when he's learnt all the secrets of riddling.
So you're Tiddler and you're Tiddler too?
Yes.
Oh, dear, this is going to get dreadfully confusing.
Yeah, my mum used to get confused a lot. There are 3 of us Tiddlers at home, you see. There's my big sister, my baby brother, And me.
And you're all called Tiddler.
That's right.
Well, no wonder your poor mother got confused.
Ah, but she had a good idea, did my mum. She gave us all nicknames, you see. She calls my sister Fiddler because she can play the violin. And she calls my baby brother Littler because he's littler than all the rest of us.
Ah, and what does she call you?
Middler, because I'm the middle one, you see.
I see. Well, I think that's a good idea. I think we'll all call you Middler too.
Suits me.
Right then, Middler it is. So, tell the young Middler, what brings you to Riddleton End? I've never seen you around these parts before, so I haven't.
Well, that's hardly surprising, is it? Never been round here before, have I? Wanderers, my family are.
Wanderers? Gosh, I've never met a wanderer before. Yes, you look just how I imagined a wanderer would look. Sort of dark and mysterious.
Tiddler, I think that's probably because you've got sunglasses on.
Oh, yes. Why, you look just like an ordinary tiddler.
Why shouldn't he? He is an ordinary tiddler.
Oh, no, he isn't, Marjorie. A wanderer, young Middler is, and that makes him different.
Does it?
Yes, you see, most riddlers like to stay in one place. They're called roots down riddlers.
Ah, and you and Tiddler are roots down riddlers, I take it.
That's right, Marjorie. Good old-fashioned roots down riddlers we are. But a few riddler families aren't happy to stay in the same place all the time. They like to keep moving about the country. So instead of living down wells or in holes, they live in special carts, like little houses on wheels they are. And they live in one place for a bit until they get tired of it, and then they move on. And that's why they're called wanderers.
Ah, and is your family's cart somewhere nearby?
That's right, lady. It's in the wood down at the end of the lane.
It must be an exciting life, being a wanderer.
Oh, it's all right, but... Well, I'm getting a bit fed up with it. That's why I'm here now, see?
Sounds to me as if you've got a story to tell, young Middler.
Yes, I suppose I have. You see, I've always wanted to be a roots down riddler. I thought how good it would be to find a place and stay there forever and grow things. When I told this to my mother, she said, "Then you must find a place." My father said, "A wanderer should always wander." But when we were camped on the edge of the wood, and while my father was asleep, my mother whispered, "Go now, Middler, and find the place." And she gave me a big kiss and a little bundle tied up with string. Carrying my bundle, I set off at once. At first, the wood was bright with moonlight, and as I hurried along, I could hear animals settling down for the night. I stopped by the openings of their burrows and said, "I'm going to be a roots down riddler," but they were too sleepy to care. I met animals who only came out at night, trotting along the paths. I told them, "I'm going to be a roots down riddler," but they were too busy to care. Then the moonlight vanished. The wood became very dark, and I was frightened. I sat down on a large stone and wished that I could open that bundle my mother gave me, but it were too dark to untie the knot in the string. When I felt at the bundle, I could feel something crinkly inside, and something round and hard, and something soft. I wondered what these things could be. As I sat, I thought of my father saying, "A wanderer should always wander," and my mother saying, "Find the place." And I didn't know what to be, a roots down riddler or a wanderer. Then a voice close by me said, "You must be what you most want to be." The moon came out once more, and I saw two bright eyes and two little paws tugging away at the grass round the stone. Then the words on the stone became clear. Riddleton End, 1.5 miles. "The very place for a roots down riddler. I will take you there tonight," said Bella. For Bella it was. Before we set off on our journey, we undid the bundle which my mother had given me. The crinkly thing was a letter written by my mother. "To whoever helps my Middler, thank you. He's a nice Middler, my best." When I heard Bella read those words aloud, I thought that I might cry. But then I saw the next thing in the bundle, a pair of scarlet woolly socks. Oh, what a brave, bold colour, cried Bella. And indeed I did feel braver once I put the socks on. The last thing in the bundle was an apple. On we travelled, Bella and me, through the dark night. As we went, we heard foxes barking and owls hooting, and sounds about which Bella said, "Best not to ask, best not to know." Holding my hand in her little brown paw, she hurried me along till we came to Riddleton End. The dawn was breaking, and we sat down and ate the apple. I ate the outside, and Bella ate the middle, which she said was the best part of the fruit. She cracked the brown seeds with her sharp little teeth, but 4 seeds she saved and gave to me to plant, so that I might grow 4 little apple trees.
Now, do I gather from your story, young Middler, that you want me to take you under my wing and teach you all the arts of riddling?
Yep, that's what I want, all right. How about it?
Well, I can understand you wanting to be taught by me, one of the cleverest riddlers you could hope to find, but I'm afraid it just can't be done.
Oh, why not?
Well, I've already got a tiddler, as you can see.
Yeah? Well, if you took me on, you'd have 2 tiddlers, wouldn't you?
That's right, that's good counting, that is. But it's just not allowed. I'm only allowed to train 1 tiddler at a time. That's the ancient law of the riddlers.
The ancient law of the Riddlers. That's a load of rhubarb, that is.
I don't think you ought to speak to Mossop like that.
Neither do I, tiddler, neither do I. Come, we have some disguising practice to do.
Oh, did I say something to upset them, do you reckon?
Well, you were a bit rude, weren't you?
Oh. You don't reckon he's going to take me on, then?
Doesn't look like it.
Oh,
Are you very disappointed?
yeah. I'd set my heart on being a roots-down riddler, I had.
Help! Help! Come quickly!
What on earth?
Help!
What is it? Oh, Mossop!
Hello, Marjorie.
He was gathering some branches so he could disguise himself as a tree, and he slipped.
Well, just hold on, Mossop.
I've got nothing to hold on with apart from my boots, Marjorie, and I regret to say I think they're going to slip any minute now.
Oh, my goodness, he could really hurt himself if he falls on his head.
Hold on, lady. Gregor! Oh!
Oh, Mossop.
Tiddler.
Oh, thank goodness you're all right.
Hey, yes, I'm all right, Tiddler. Hey, had a nice soft landing on that there pile of clothes. It were you who did that, weren't it, young Middler? That was quick thinking, that was. Very quick thinking indeed.
It certainly was.
Well, somebody had to do something. I'm very grateful to you, that I am. To show just how grateful I am, I'm going to do something for you. Are you going to take me on for your tiddler? Oh, well, not official like. I'm not allowed to, and that's a fact. But if you happen to be around while Tiddler was having her riddling lessons, well, there'd be nothing to stop you listening, would there? That way you'd learn a thing or 2.
Well, that's almost as good as being Mossop's tiddler, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's better than nothing. Oh, thanks, mister.
He's a very clever riddler, is Mossop.
How right you are, Marjorie. How right you are. And didn't I say those clothes would come in useful one day? Mark my words, you'd never throw anything away.
Well, yes. I mean, you never know when a riddler's going to fall out of a tree, do you?